Hi, I'm Larry Kane.
And I'm Stephanie Stahl. Next on News 3, an Atlantic City casino waitress is shot to death as she frantically tries to call 911. You'll hear the chilling details.
And a shocking story of rape in broad daylight. A pregnant woman says she was attacked at the 8th and Market subway station in Philadelphia. We'll bring you the latest.
And wait till you hear the new twist in the case of motorists being pulled over by phony cops. Find out who police say were the real culprits.
And 50 years after the fact, this man gets a medal for his part in World War II. Hear his story next on News 3 at 6 o'clock.
It's the time you've been waiting for. Ford's factory authorized clearance is finally here.
This is the best price I've ever seen on an Explorer.
Now pay only $299 a month for 24 months on America's #1 selling Ford Explorer.
It's the truck I wanted at the price I wanted.
That's America's #1 selling Ford F-150. Clearance priced at just $234 a month for 24 months.
This is our biggest event of the year.
Now during Ford's factory authorized clearance at your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
You're the one that I want.
Can you imagine paying off all of your credit card bills? For so many homeowners with credit problems, it may seem impossible. But that's exactly why Champion developed the Clean Slate program. Clean Slate can replace all of your credit card balances and other monthly expenses with a payment you can easily afford. Now you can put money back into your pocket and start to reestablish your credit. Call 1-800-CHAMPION today. Doesn't everyone deserve a second chance? When your bank says no, Champion says yes.
Now, coverage you can count on. This is KYW News 3 at 6.
Good evening, I'm Stephanie Stahl.
And I'm Larry Kane, and our top story tonight is a shocker. A pregnant woman says she was raped at a crowded Center City, Philadelphia mass transit stop. The reported attack has horrified those who pass through there every day. News 3's Dick Standish joins us live from the scene of the heart of Philadelphia at 8th and Market. Dick?
Larry, good evening. Here's what police are being told. The woman says she was coming along these stairs yesterday, about noontime. Suddenly, a man approaches her from behind with a knife, holds it to her neck, tells her she makes a noise, he will stab her, and then he rapes her right here. Detectives are searching for people who saw anything suspicious or dangerous here. Every day, thousands pass through from the Frankfurt Market L and the high-speed line from New Jersey, headed for Center City shopping and jobs.
If that was to happen to me and nobody helped me, I would really be scared.
It makes you want to go carry a gun, as well said.
Veteran sex crimes investigators explain what the woman says the man looks like.
Drives a Hispanic male, 25 or 30 years old, 5'8" to 5'9".
He's muscular, black hair, ponytail, goatee, beard, and a snake tattoo on his upper left arm. The scene is so public. There's an emergency phone and a SEPTA toll taker just 40 feet away. He saw nothing. People on the stairs might not see what was going on below, but people on an escalator have a full view. And there normally are construction workers right next to it. The woman says she was attacked at 12:15.
We go to lunch from 12 to 12:30. By 25 to 1, 21, everybody's back here. I don't know that it could happen with the guys working here.
There are surveillance cameras here. The investigators left with 2 tapes, hoping to use the power of video to resolve the case. Travelers say they often see suspicious people here.
One day I saw some dude right there, and he told me to come here, because it was dark, right? And he was standing right here in the corner, and he told me to come here. So I ran up those steps right there.
The man he escaped had a ponytail, looked somewhat similar to the apparent suspect in this case. Police say that the baby the woman is carrying is all right, was not injured. They need your help in identifying the suspect. They're also looking for 2 good Samaritans who supposedly came here, helped her, and got her over to Pennsylvania Hospital. That's a story live from the scene for the moment. We'll go back to you in the studio.
Dick Standish, thank you. A surprising twist in a story that has alarmed drivers who travel in Montgomery County. Authorities say reports of police imposters tricking drivers into stopping are unfounded. Several drivers said someone dressed as an officer stopped them in Montgomery County near the Oaks exit off 422. Well, today, state police said all 4 cases reported never happened.
Number 2 and 3 were reported last week as misunderstandings, and The first and fourth one are now being reported, and both the subjects that reported to us have recanted and said the incidents did not occur.
Police say no charges will be filed against people who made the false reports because there are, quote, good reasons, but police will not explain those reasons.
The news from the Jersey Shore is incredible tonight. A desperate 911 call was not enough to save an Atlantic City hotel waitress from being murdered. The victim from West Berlin, Camden County, was shot to death before help could arrive, as News 3's Brandon Brooks reports.
She was great. She'd do anything for anybody.
Friends and family are mourning the violent death of Peggy Salvaggio. She was gunned down in this parking lot before dawn, shortly after she arrived for work at Harrah's Casino and immediately asked to go home. Officials say she rode a shuttle bus back to the employee's parking lot and was confronted by the ex-boyfriend she left 2 weeks ago.
The victim apparently knew her life was in dire jeopardy. She used this telephone in a shelter of the parking lot to make a frantic call to 911. Then, within a matter of moments, she fled the shelter, ran across the parking lot to the spot where she was gunned down.
She was hit with at least 2 of these single slugs, one in the face, one in the upper body.
Atlanta County Prosecutor Jeffrey Blitz charges Salvaggio was killed by Donald Burris. He's 45 years old, lives in Voorhees, and runs his own general contracting business. Police caught him at Georgia and Fairmount Avenues in Atlantic City minutes after the shooting, thanks to some of the victim's last words in that 911 call.
It was that information that permitted the police to apprehend him at Georgia and Fairmount Avenue. She was specific as to the name and the vehicle.
Harrah's employees didn't want to appear on camera, but off camera were saying the same thing as Harrah's management.
It's a sad day for Harrah's. The victim of the shooting was a long-time, very well-liked employee, and as such, many of our employees are just in shock right now.
Harrah's is offering grief counseling to the victim's co-workers, while Peggy Salvaggio's loved ones endure a grief much worse. Brendan Brooks, News 3.
Harrah's released a formal statement which reads in part tonight, our heartfelt and most sincere condolences go out to the family and friends of this longtime Harrah's team member. She was well known and well liked by both her teammates and the guests.
A Philadelphia mother accused of leaving her 6-year-old son alone in a house that later burned and killed the child remains free on bail after her first court appearance. Monique Johnson on the left ran from cameras outside family court after the hearing was continued. Johnson is accused of leaving her son Naeem alone in the family's Olney home for 4 hours last Thursday. He died when fire swept through a second-floor bedroom. Johnson now faces felony child endangerment charges. Her attorney says she is a mother who loves her children.
By all accounts, from everything that I hear, she's been a loving and dedicated mother who this time is just grieving for the loss of a child that she loved dearly.
Johnson is due back in court August 22nd when the district attorney will announce if any additional charges will be filed.
A local father in the city of Camden is free on bail tonight after allegedly beating his teenage daughter with a golf club. Detectives say Edgar Ruiz was quizzing his 17-year-old daughter on her English lessons. When she did not give a satisfactory response, detectives say Ruiz beat her with a golf club. A family friend noticed the wounds Monday, called the police department, and Ruiz is charged tonight with aggravated assault. And for the first time in Bucks County since the enactment of Megan's Law, police have arrested a sex offender who failed to register with authorities. 44-year-old Leonard DeShields of Ben Salem apparently changed his township residence several times but never told officials as required by the Megan's Law. You may recall the law is named after little Megan Kanka, the New Jersey girl who was raped and murdered by Jesse Timendequas, a convicted sex offender who lived on her street.
Published reports say the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development is planning to take over Camden's problem-plagued housing authority. HUD says the authority has failed to provide decent, safe, and sanitary housing. The authority, which oversees 7,000 tenants, has scheduled an emergency meeting for Friday. Meanwhile, in Philadelphia's Kensington section, members of the Kensington Welfare Rights Organization took over a HUD-owned home on D Street. They cleaned the dwelling for a pregnant woman and her infant son. Members of the organization say the city has been unable to find affordable housing for the woman who was burned out of her home recently. Well, right now, police are at the scene and HUD is waiting to board up that building.
Still ahead tonight on News 3 at 6. We need some good news, and we've got it. We'll take you to a grand opening that marks a new era in Center City, Philadelphia.
I'm David Rogers. A big area of high pressure brought sunshine and comfortable temperatures. I'll let you know how long it's going to last coming up.
And later on, dashing diapers waddle to the finish line. Check it out. That and more coming up on News 3 at 6.
It's the Who's Who Hot List. Then Peter Fonda talks about life with his famous father.
The last words he said, "I want you to know, son, I love you very much." He put down his head and died.
On E.T.
Tonight at 7 on KYW3.
It's a gun with a deadly past. We trace how a killer weapon found its way into the wrong hands and tragically took 2 lives. A Gun's Trail of Terror on hard copy. Tonight at 7:30 on KYW3.
My prescription copay is the same no matter where I go. At my Legend Pharmacy, the personal attention I get doesn't cost a thing.
I have to take 3 different medications daily, so I depend heavily on my Legend pharmacist counseling. He's there for me.
I don't like standing in line or being told to come back in a half hour or more for my prescription. That's why I go to my Legend Pharmacy.
Impersonal chain stores and mail-away prescriptions don't treat you like family the way Legend pharmacies do, and our everyday low prices are hard to beat.
Now open here, LA Weight Loss Centers, revolutionizing the way people lose weight.
I can't believe it. It's changed my whole life.
It was great. I was never hungry.
It was easy. It never really felt like a diet.
LA Weight Loss Centers, the natural way to lose weight.
You're going to lose 10 to 15 pounds in 1 week, so why not? It's kind of silly not to.
Now, $6 a week. Call for your free consultation. LA Weight Loss Centers, 1-800-526-SLIM.
Where you see the passing of time.
Lennon was shot to death late last night outside his apartment building.
And where victory lives on.
Plenty of girls are being kissed by plenty of boys they don't know, and they do not care.
This is where we wonder what it was like back then, and not too long ago. It's where the past comes alive. The History Channel. Call your cable or satellite company and ask them to carry the History Channel.
Throughout history, the shield has meant protection, safety, and security. Its job to prevent harm from coming to each mighty warrior, to each brave soldier. But today, there is a shield that protects the entire family. Here comes the Sloman Shield, the home security system we install free when you call 1-800-ALARM-ME. In battling crime, nothing stops intruders better than this shield, the Sloman Shield, and it's free, our guarantee.
Shield your home, the Sloman Shield.
Now, Larry Kane and Stephanie Stahl. KYW News 3 at 6 continues.
This was a grand opening day in Center City, Philadelphia, an event so big that perhaps John Wanamaker himself might have liked it, despite the difference in names. The new Lord & Taylor store opened today in the historic old Wanamaker building. News 3's Marge Pally is there right now. She joins us live with today's festivities. Marge?
Well, Steph, the May Company, which of course owns Lord & Taylor, is making a major investment in downtown Philadelphia by opening its most upscale department store right here on the site that was once John Wanamaker's, and the place has been bustling all day long. First-day shoppers come to take a look at the new store and also to get a glimpse of the past that was Wanamaker's. The building has been a Philadelphia landmark since 1911 when President William Howard Taft dedicated the store.
It was a dark, dark day for many Philadelphians when Wanamaker's closed. One, because it was a wonderful store, but two, because it had been so much a part of our lives.
The Grand Court organ, the Christmas light show, and of course the Eagle are as much a part of Philadelphia as soft pretzels and the mummers, and Lord & Taylor has preserved that part of the Wanamaker tradition. But Lord & Taylor brings a merchandising tradition of its own, particularly its emphasis on high-end American designers.
Well, I'm nostalgic about the old Wanamakers, but this is a lovely store. I'm very excited. It's fabulous. The clothes are great.
They've done a nice job. It looks very, very nice inside.
In business terms, city officials are counting on Lord & Taylor to be a draw, not just for residents, but also for visitors to the nearby convention center.
Now we've got to do more. We've got to attract other high-end retailers to surround Lord & Taylor.
Retail analyst Lori Greenwald of Arthur Anderson Consulting agrees.
The one thing that's nice about having Lord & Taylor in Center City is that it's not infiltrated in every mall in the region. Therefore, when you come downtown, there really is something different. There's an upscale flagship division of May Company that's not in every other mall. So when you come downtown, you feel like you're getting a special shopping experience.
And now 2 points of order for you shoppers out there. Not the social shoppers, I'm talking to the serious shoppers. Number one, they've got a shoe department Imelda Marcos could love. And number two, if you're looking for those end of summer bargains, forget it. This store is stocked with entirely new merchandise, all of it for fall and winter. Reporting live from the new Lord & Taylor store in Center City, Philadelphia, I'm Marge Palla. Back to you in the studio.
Okay, Marge, thanks for the advice. Well, we have some encouraging news tonight. Talks will resume tomorrow in the 3-day-old UPS strike. Meantime, today, tensions reached fever pitch on one picket line. The walkout turned violent in Massachusetts when police clashed with picketers as they tried to block replacement drivers from leaving UPS facilities. In all, 40 arrests have been reported nationwide since the strike started. The strike has crippled UPS service. The company is unable to deliver more than 90% of its packages.
There's no greater national service than service to country. And today, 53 years after a Westchester man fought for his nation in World War II, he finally was given the service awards to which he was entitled. Special ceremonies were held this morning in Westchester for Banner T. Conyer, Jr. The 80-year-old former sergeant received the medals and awards he earned in the Army Air Corps, in Italy and Africa. It's not exactly clear how Conner missed out on his awards at the time. He says it might have been his fault because after his discharge, he was so eager to get home, he raced home without asking a lot of questions.
You can understand that, I think. And stay with us on News 3 at 6. When we return, clouds dot the sky over the Ben Franklin Bridge.
How long will this delightful Philadelphia region weather last? Find out next with Dave Rogers in the exclusive Franklin Institute forecast.
It's showtime at Showboat. There's good times, great smiles, and the excitement comes easy. It's a great new place with great people and great service where dreams come true and Mardi Gras cats play all night and day. Only at Showboat Casino Hotel. The good times just keep getting better.
Let yourself feel how you want to feel. 1-800-97-JENNY. We're right here by your side and we're for real. 1-800-97-JENNY.
Held over by popular demand, it's your last chance to lose 20 pounds for $20, plus the cost of food. Call 1-800-97-JENNY.
You won't just lose, you'll win. 1-800-97-JENNY. 1-800-97-JENNY.
If you see news happening or capture news with your home video camera, call the KYW News 3 tip line at 1-800-223-TIPS.
Is the siding on your home looking a little grimy and gritty? Paul Moriarty tests a product that promises professionally clean siding at a fraction of the cost. Is your house ready for the Wonder Wash? Can you believe it? Tonight at 11 on KYW News 3.
Ross has so much more.
It's Kids Week at Ross.
More than you bargained for. Do you love it? I love it. I got it at Ross.
Come to Kids Week at Ross. You'll find a huge selection of brand name kids clothing at savings of up to 65%.
Do you love it? I love it. I got it at Ross.
Kids Week at Ross. Don't you just love it?
News 3 Weather is sponsored by Connective.
Kind of power company coming that sells, installs, and repairs heating and cooling systems. No fuss, no muss, no scary trips to the basement. Connective. You've never seen such energy.
Now, the Franklin Institute forecast with David Rogers.
I think we're on a bit of a roll here. Today was gorgeous, and Dave says it's going to last a while for us.
Living in the greater Philadelphia region, this is what it's all about. Beautiful conditions, a nice break from those dog days of August. Take a look at our almanac page. 79 degrees. That was our afternoon high, well below our norm of 86. But I don't think anyone is complaining. One of those forecasts that you just have to love. Some areas got some needed rain overnight and beautiful sunshine today. You can see the norm at 86, the record 103, but things are going to be warming up very slowly over the next couple of days. Here's a look at our 3D vantage point. You can see the northeast corridor looking real good. Big storms, on the other hand, firing up across the Midwest down into the southern plains. The West Coast, San Francisco, Sonoma Valley looking great. A few scattered storms across the Gulf Coast states. And then as we turn our eye and start to head up the East Coast, the Keys, southern Florida getting some rain and thunderstorms. As you can see, the Mid-Atlantic region all the way up there into the Northeast looking real good today. We're all in the same boat. Down on the surface, here we go. Here's some of the cloud cover that brought some of the heavy amounts of rain overnight last night. And you can see how things are clearing out very nicely for us. A few fair weather clouds kind of popping up. But this big area of high pressure right now centered over the western sections of Ohio will certainly control our weather pattern, delivering a nice, pleasant day and beautiful evenings. You'll probably get a chance to give those air conditioners and fans a break thanks to the northwesterly winds. National radar picture details who's getting what and where. And you can see this moisture trying to ease its way eastward, but again, it just gets cut off. The big ridge of high pressure controlling most of the weather for the East Coast. Frank Paulowitz in Green Hills, that's up there in the Reading area. No complaints there, 76 degrees. Perry Plymire getting some help from his dad. Thank you very much. 79 degrees in Arden, Delaware. Atlantic City, 72, and Trenton at 73. Allergy sufferers, again, mold spores continue to run very high. However, the rain and cool temperatures have certainly helped. Ragweeds are running very low, and other weeds are running moderate. Let's take a look into the future with your Franklin Institute forecast. Go ahead, hang the Gone Fishing sign on the door. It's going to be beautiful. Thursday, Friday, as we go into the weekend, humidity levels start to climb back up there on Saturday and Sunday. 90 degrees your high on Sunday. Monday, when you head back to work, looking good with a high of 89. That's your forecast for now. Enjoy the beautiful weather. Larry?
Thank you, Dave. Coming up tonight on News 3 at 11, will you soon be able to gamble on the piers of Atlantic City? Well, City Council is voting on it today, and we'll let you know the outcome. Plus, can you believe it? It's a product that supposedly makes your home's vinyl siding look brand new. Paul Moriarty gets out a hose to test the Armor All Vinyl Wash Kit. And be careful, dating a married man cost a woman $1 million. Find out why tonight on News 3 at 11.
That sounds like a good one. Still ahead tonight on News 3 at 6. It takes all four. See the winning stretch at the finish line.
And first, Neil Hartman is standing by with Big Board Sports tonight.
Well, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones sent a strong message to Barry Switzer today. The Cowboys coach is going to be a little lighter in the wallet. Well, the details next on the Big Board.
Doctors, our undercover investigation shows often they're not giving critical tests or advice. Watch Inside Edition tomorrow at 5 on KYW3.
We're Kia, and we're obsessed with proving our car is well made like a Toyota. So obsessed, we followed a Corolla on a 200,000-mile road test. 50,000. 100,000. 150,000. For 200,000 miles, we match their every move. Well, except when we price the Sophia for around 3,000 less. We're obsessed, not stupid. Kia, because it's about time everyone had a well-made car.
How many times I gotta tell you guys, I play double bingo because it's fun.
So it has nothing to do with the special doubler feature?
No, double is nothing for me.
Really? Fascinating. Double scoops, double-breasted suit, doubles tennis.
That could be anybody.
And isn't it true you were considering a double bed?
That's a lie. It's all lies.
Get this guy out of here.
Oh, come on.
Double bingo from the Pennsylvania Lottery with a new doubler feature. Play and you can win up to 25 grand. And don't forget to try your hand at high stakes. Play this instant.
Why does Tums control acid faster than Pepsid AC? Because they work on your stomach acid in totally different ways. Tums Calcium naturally, rapidly neutralizes acid so it works fast. Pepsid AC's famotidine has to travel through your bloodstream, so it takes at least 40 minutes to block natural acid production. So why does Tums work on acid faster and cost less, and Pepsid AC works slower and costs more?
Good question.
This is the car. Buick LeSabre, bestseller in its class. This is the deal. $1,500 cash back or 2.9 financing up to 48 months. 3.9 for up to 60 months. 6-passenger comfort, performance. This is the car. Buick LeSabre. This is the deal. $1,500 cash back or financing as low as 2.9. It's closeout time, making this the time to buy. See your quality Buick dealer.
And now, Big Board Sports. KYW News 3 continues.
The Cowboys have taken their share of public relations hits in the past couple of years. A little while ago, Dallas owner Jerry Jones made it very clear he wants his team to have a better image. Coach Barry Switzer was fined $75,000 by Jones for being arrested Monday at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport for carrying a loaded gun in his bag.
I accept Barry's complete feelings and intentions and how much he regrets the incident that has happened. But the facts are that while it's an oversight, as we've said earlier, we cannot overlook it.
Police have opted to handle this as a misdemeanor since Switzer has no prior felony or weapons charges. As the Eagles prepare for their second preseason game on Monday night at Pittsburgh, the fans continue to pour into Lehigh to watch the morning and afternoon practices. The fans love a good play just the way the players do. And here are two of the day's best. Ty Detmer to Irving Fryer, and Mr. Fryer puts on a little show. Not to be outdone, Rodney Pete. He looks over the middle for number 80 as well, and he'll find Irving Fryer. Fryer got the fans involved by tossing the football into the crowd. He knows who pays his salary.
They pay my money, and when it comes time for contract time, they can put a little pressure on the front office.
You got this all figured out?
I got it all figured out, Doc. You got to know how to play this game. It's not just the game on the field, but you got to play the game off the field, too.
There isn't a more popular Eagle than Irving Fryer. Now, Chris T. Jones has learned a lot from Fryer. A pulled hamstring has slowed down his progress at camp, but he was back in pads today, felt okay, and expects to play Monday.
I wasn't 100%, but I'm sure I'm getting there. Just take it day by day. I see how it feels. Saturday, I keep getting contact and running my routes. I see how I feel for Monday.
He really feels he's ready to go Monday night, and he's working to try to get on the field Monday night, but that's going to be a decision that we make.
Well, it'll be good to see him on the field. We'll have a complete report from Pittsburgh on Monday. All right, baseball now. After blowing one of the last nights. Hi, Larry. How are you doing? After one of a tough game for the Phillies to lose last night, Phillies open a two-game set with Houston. Garrett Stevenson will be on the mound, Phil's starter, and we'll have highlights tonight at 11 o'clock. Larry playing a little peekaboo with us. Let's send it back.
He's trying to get in the sports act here, you know. They were off and running today at Garden State Racetrack this afternoon. It wasn't really a horse race, but dashing diapers instead. It was the annual baby race at the New Jersey State Fair. About 2 dozen youngsters in several groups were volunteered for the race by their parents. Most seemed to enjoy the thrill of it all. Look at that face. And he continues on the keenness of the competition. And in true racing style, the winners all posed for pictures at the end to record the event for history. What an event. And before we go, Phillies on tap tonight?
Yes. Houston. Great. But you knew that. You were in the big board. You've always wanted to be on the big board.
I've always wanted to be in sports.
He got his chance.
And the weather tonight.
What a break. A nice stretch. I think we have the 5-day, if we can go to that. Just a beautiful stretch of weather. Lots of sunshine. If you didn't get a chance to get out there today, it looks like the 5-day indicates more beautiful conditions, wall-to-wall sunshine, and it's going to last at least until the weekend.
Just asked you for a little summary there.
Yeah, well, here's the whole picture. There we go. As you can see, temperatures warming back up 90 degrees by the weekend.
We are loving it, Dave. Thank you very much for that forecast. We wish the Phillies good luck. And now we will say good night. Thanks so much for being with us, everybody. Have a good night.
Join us again at 11 right after the Country Fest 97. For all of us here at KYW Channel 3, have a great night. The CBS Evening News with Dan Rather is next. Enjoy this weather. Good night.
being underwritten by a grant from Aetna U.S. Healthcare. You'll feel better with us.
Northlands, home of the largest miniature railway on Earth.
This is just a small part of what you'll see here at Northlands.
Northlands, Flemington, New Jersey. You've got to see it to believe it.
Now open here. LA Weight Loss Centers, revolutionizing the way people lose weight.
I can't believe it. It's changed my whole life. It was great. I was never hungry.
It was easy. It never really felt like a diet.
LA Weight Loss Centers, the natural way to lose weight. You're going to lose 10 to 15 pounds in 1 week, so why not? It's kind of silly not to. Now, $6 a week. Call for your free consultation. LA Weight Loss Centers, 1-800-526-SLIM.
The sheer luxury of the BMW 740i. From every angle. Plush appointments. With thoughtful amenities, surrounded by sleek, sophisticated styling. And every new BMW comes equipped with road-hugging all-season traction. Because into each life, a little rain must fall. Stop dreaming. Start driving. BMW. Test drive the ultimate driving machine at your Delaware Valley BMW retailer.
At AIG, we know the world can be a risky place, which is why we insure skyscrapers, mass transit, and police. We also provide life insurance and insurance for fire departments. The AIG companies even have coverage for trucking fleets and highways. And once you've finally made your escape, insurance for your car. The AIG companies, insuring your work, your life, your world.